of wireless communication to mobile radio is large scale path loss. Today we discuss about the third basic propagation mechanism, that is scattering. Here, what is meant by scattering? Scattering is nothing but actually we are calculating the loss of a signal due to reflection and diffraction model. For this scattering, a radio wave impinges on a rough surface. The radio wave impinges on the rough surface. The reflect energy is spread out in all directions. Spread out in all directions due to scattering. Due to scattering. Here in real time, lampposts and trees scattered their energy in all directions. Scattered their energy in all directions. Right? Here nothing but here how the scattering exactly takes place. Suppose I go for reflection. Here reflection takes place by the smooth surfaces. But scattering can be generated for rough surfaces. See, I am explaining this one. I'm sharing this one. See this one. Here, this is nothing but reflection. It is a smooth surface. The radio wave incident above and reflected back in the same medium. But if we go for scattering, the surface is rough surface. Due to rough surface, a radio wave incident on the rough surface, which is scattered in all directions. Is scattered in all directions. Here, what is the height of this rough surface from the ground? Is critical height, that is HC. HC is the critical height of the rough surface. Here we have to choose the incident angle. Choose the incident angle from this point of this figure. See this, I am explaining the equation. HC is the critical height. It is depends upon the Rayleigh criteria. The critical height is HC of the surface. The surface with a given incident angle is theta I. Then HC relation is HC, which is equal to lambda by 8 sine theta I. That is what is the height of the rough surface is HC, which is equal to lambda by 8 sine theta I. Here, suppose we have to assume that the surface is smooth. The surface is smooth. At that time, we have to assume that either obstacle is present or the height is h. Right? Other suppose there is obstacle is present. What is whether it is smooth surface? What is the critical height, which is equal to 0? There is no critical height. There is smooth surface. There is no surface. It is flat. At that time, there is no height. At that time, we have to assume it is small h. What is HC? Critical height, right? Then automatically h is less than HC. The comparison of smooth surface and rough surface. Here, the relation of rough surface and smooth surface. The rough surface, which is equal to smooth surface multiplied with scattering loss factor, that is rho s. Rho s. Suppose we had to assume that what is meant by rho s? Rho s nothing but scattering loss. Due to scattering, we are getting less energy at the receiver. Then rho s, which is equal to exponential of minus 8 into pi of sigma h sine theta by lambda whole square. What is meant by sigma h here? Standard deviation. Standard deviation with respect to surface height. Surface height. But this same scattering loss factor derived by Ament and it is modified by Boethius to give better results. That is rho s, which is equal to exponential of minus 8 into pi of sigma h sine theta by lambda square I naught multiplied with 8 pi sigma h sine of theta by lambda whole square. What I mean I naught which is equal to Bessel's equation of the zero kind. Then based upon this one, the relation between smooth surface and rough surface reflection coefficient, that is reflection coefficient of rough surface, which is equal to rho s of reflection coefficient of smooth surface. This is about the relation between smooth and rough surface. You see this one. See this one, the figure, that is E field in the plane of incident. In the plane of incident, see the x-axis we are taking is incident angle, y-axis we are taking magnitude of reflection coefficient. Magnitude of reflection coefficient. Whenever the angle is incident, E is increases, then automatically we are getting the magnitude can be reflection coefficient decreases, right? Why? It is parallel polarization. Just we have to assume reflection and normal, where exactly we have to draw the normal based on the concept of the parallel polarization. Whenever the incident angle is increases, the magnitude of coefficient of reflection coefficient decreases. The rough stone wall, that is we have to fix this one. We have to fix the answer in horizontal manner. Suppose this field is projection, we have to go for vertical antenna fixing. Here in this vertical antenna fixing, whenever the incident angle increases, the reflection coefficient also increases. See the difference between parallel polarization and perpendicular polarization. In parallel polarization, when incident angle increases, the magnitude of reflection coefficient decreases. But in perpendicular polarization, incident angle is increases, the magnitude of reflection coefficient increases. That is the difference between parallel and perpendicular polarization. Now we are going for radar cross-section model for calculating scattering loss. Radar cross-section model. Here why you are taking radar cross-section model? Here in before section, just we have to consider the rough surface. Only rough surface, but not check what are the surroundings of the rough surface. But for the calculation of losses, must and should, we have to check what are the surrounding objects of rough surface also. That's why we are going for radar cross-section model. Here the radar cross-section model is used to calculate what is the exact physical location of such rough surfaces. Using this radar cross-section model accurately predict scattered signal strengths. Scattered signal strengths. That is the definition of this radar cross-section is defined as the ratio of power density of the signal scattered in the direction of a receiver to the power density of the radio wave incident object. But RCS, radar cross-section model, which is equal to how much power is scattered from the direction of a receiver after scattering takes place, divided by how much power density is incident in the scattered object. Is nothing but radar cross-section, which is units are square meters. Square meters. But in urban mobile radar systems, we are using bistatic radar equation. Here, what is the bistatic radar equation? Here, the bistatic radar equation, which is used in the propagation of wave traveling in free space. Wave traveling in free space, which impinges on a distinct scattered object and which is radiated in the direction of a receiver. That is bistatic thing, but where exactly we are getting wave from the scattered object and from scattered object to receiver. That's why we are taking two signals. That then received signal PR in terms of dBm, which is equal to transmitter power PT dBm plus gain of the transmitter GT in terms of dBi plus 20 log lambda plus RCS, radar cross-section model, which is in terms of square meters, minus 30 log 4 pi minus 20 log dt minus 20 log dr. This is the equation shows what is the received power in the receiver by using bistatic radar equation. Here in this equation, what is the PR? Received power at the receiver. What is the PT? Transmitted power. GT, gain of the transmitter. Lambda, wavelength. TT is the distance from the object to the transmitter. DR, distance from the scattering object to the receiver. Right. This equation shows how to calculate the received signal at the receiver. Right. This is about the mechanism that is that we are discussed today's class, and how to calculate the received signal in the radar cross section model. Do you have any query? Type your query in a chat box. Thank you for attending today's session.